Hi guys, as you can see today we're doing a villain. This is the Joker, and Ben from California requested the Joker. So what I did was, I did this a few times, tried to do the most recent Joker drawing, which is too realistic, to the old style cartoon, and so I smushed them together and you get the Joker like this. Hopefully you like it, Ben. So if you guys haven't subscribed, do it, then you guys know when my next video is out. And here we go. So you guys are gonna start. I kind of made it off center, but that's okay. You guys can make it straight up and down. Mine's a little lopsided. So you're going to be making a round part. Now you wanna make sure they're kind of even. So I come in here with my pencil, I'm like, okay, it's about even. Then you wanna come down the center, because we're gonna be doing a center line. So we know where that center chin is. That center. Then you're going to go from here down to a point and here down. This one's a little off, but it's not that bad. Let's see. Okay. So that's where his chin is. Now, let's go find the center. So we're going to think, okay, I'm going to go like this. Okay. So that's about the center. That's how I kind of just do my pencil and my fingers. Now his eyes are going to be, this part's going to come off and down. So it's going to come, and then it's going to have like this villainous look to it. So the center of it is going to come off into it and then come up. And you're going to be making his eyes coming up. This makes him look extra evil. Yeah, kind of had nightmares from this guy. Now we want to find the nose. So about halfway down, we're going to be making the point on his nose, okay? This is nose. It's kind of interesting looking. And then I'm just going to do a line right here. There's his nose. Do we need those lines anymore? No, I don't think we do. So we can erase these lines now. We got use out of them. All right. Get rid of that. So now we're gonna do his eyes in there. So make them like bowls under here. To make him look more evil, we're only giving him half the eyeball. Yeah, we'll give him a shiny, and then that'll be Sharpied in. So now we're gonna do the half circle here, the shiny, and now give him his pupil. Yeah, he gets a pupil. And I'm gonna give a line in between there because he has that little frown. Now I'm gonna put some eyebrows. We're not coloring the eyebrows because he painted his whole face, but we're gonna be making his villainous eyebrows. You want them coming down, this one, at least one of them coming down. And this one's slightly up. If you want them both down, great. All right. Now we will not be sharpieing in the clown face, but you can draw it in saying, okay, I know the clown makeup, but we're not gonna Sharpie that. It's gonna be right around here. So put this clown, the triangle clown makeup here. In the modern movie, this side is longer points than this side in the movie. And then he's got the drawn on eyebrows, which in the movie, they look like they're dripping. Dripping. Have I seen the movie? No. Have I seen pictures everywhere? Yes. Do I do well with scary things? No. Am I scared of the dark? Yes. Would I get nightmares? Yes. So yeah, this might give me nightmares. Just a little bit. So right here in the middle of both these, we're gonna put his mouth, and his grin is just evil. Just arch up and then make the sides a little bit bigger here. Like coming in. We'll put on his makeup in a minute. And this is his bottom lip. Like, oh, he looks sinister. And we're gonna put his hairline, so it's gonna come down. And this part's gonna be curving over. So you guys can erase in there because we don't need that line in there. That's where his hair is coming up. And then you can put lines coming in. And what else are we going to do? Oh, I've got these little grin lines on either side here. And then he will have, his nose is going to be painted. All right, looking pretty evil there. Oh, he's got ears. His ears are not painted. They are skin color, and most of his neck. That's one ear. Let's come over here and do the other ear. I was a clown once. My mom made my costume in 7th grade, I believe. Never was a clown again. All right, so on either side here, we're gonna put his shoulders. I put his shoulders coming down, heart hunched up, just makes him look like he's coming for you. And then down here, we're gonna do his shirt. So just gonna be a V. So do a V in there. And then off this V, we're gonna be putting in the collar. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, there's his collar. And now we're gonna put his jacket in there. So it's just gonna be lines coming off. Whoop. So he's got that kind of like a minty green shirt. Totally clashes with his hair, but he doesn't seem to care. This is part of his jacket. All right, I think it's time to do his luscious locks. Also, this doing the ha 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 behind, that's old school. So we add a little old school with new school. We just brought it all in. Oh, what we're gonna do around the ears. So he's got part of his ears covered up. So let's start that. So I'm gonna erase right in there. If you wanna give it some more hair, so maybe I'll do this part's coming off. Kind of going over his hair. Let's do one over here. You wanna erase in there. And I'll probably cover up some of his hair. All right, we're gonna make his hair come down. Let's do another one that's coming off here. You know what? We're gonna bring this line right here. And then we can bring that in. And we can kind of curve this if you want. I put a couple more lines in here. I usually like to do 2 or 3 at a time lines. You can put as many lines as you want. Putting some more down here. I might have some hair flinging out over here. All right, this one's gonna come out. And then let's make another wave come out here. Maybe should do another one in there. Looks kind of funky. I don't think this is out far enough. All right, we're gonna make this come out farther. I might bring another hair in here. And I'm gonna make some hair flinging out here and a couple hairs down here. Okay, he looks evil, evil. When we do the ha-has, it'll be, I just went like this. You're gonna go over it a few times so it looks like it's almost like scratched in. So I'm just showing you. So when we do it, it's gonna be like this, where you're like, scratch. I think I did more of a red. I did it with red. So you're just gonna go scratch, 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 scratch. And then you come over, you go scratch, scratch, scratch. It's almost like he's scratching, carving it in. And this one's gonna be an A. It's gonna kind of overlap it. Bring this out. You can put them wherever you want. I'll put a smaller one here. I thought this made it look extra creepy. Okay, so I'm gonna put some more ha-has. Ha ha ha. I'll put one that's gonna be partially behind, so we only can see part of it. Put some more back here. Ha ha. Sinister laugh. Put another one here. Big one here. down here. And they don't need to look perfect because it's supposed to look like it's like just been scratched in. Super. All right, let's get out our handy dandy Sharpie. So we can sharpen it in. In the end, we'll be putting some yellow around it and it just gives it such a good contrast. All right, and in his eyes, I actually did a double layer. So I did one, and go in one more time. Oh, look at that, extra evil right there. I did not find any jokes on the Joker. Ha, no jokes on the Joker. Do not Sharpie the paints on his face. Oh, we forgot to draw in the painted face. So it's gonna be kind of like coming up, and you don't wanna make it perfect because he's not very good at putting on makeup. So if it looks lopsided and stuff, oh, that's a little too lopsided. It's okay because he's not very good at this. There we go. I am going to Sharpie the eyebrows in, but I'm not going to color them in because they have paint on them. We can do this line. The Joker has been around for how many years, you think? Older than me. Older than some of your grandparents. 75 years. Yep, that's a long time. He's held off. He almost didn't though. Joker almost wasn't around. The Joker's first appearance was in 1940. What? That's a long time ago. He was in the Batman series and he was in the book 1. And from the start, Joker was not a good guy. He never was a good guy. And his signature thing he would do, he would leave behind a Joker card when he did something bad. Like kill people, but we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, that's where he got his name, the Joker. I'm kind of partial to good guys, really, but I know it's not for everybody. I get it. All these people are just challenging me. They're just like, can you do this? Can you do this? And I say, I will do my best. Can you do this? If you have a request, you can always comment down below. If there's something you really want to learn how to draw, you let me know. And if you would like a shout out, then you can say what state you're from and your name, and then I can give you a shout out. All right. And if let's say it's like an animal or something and you can name it, you can tell me what name you'd like to give it. All right, let's come along. Oh, we need this eyebrow. For sure, for sure. So, the Joker was almost killed off right away. That was like in the first book, but then the writer and the artist got together and says, you know what? I think we need to keep him around a little bit because he makes a perfect arch enemy to Batman. So they said, you know, we'll keep him. And you know what? Still around 75 years later. So I guess he had longevity. And a lot of people played the Joker in movies, and I found out that Robin Williams, who's one of my favorite actors, he tried out and he wanted to play either the Joker or the Riddler, but he did not get the role. That went to Jack Nicholson and Jim Carrey, I mean the older ones, around his time. Okay, now we're gonna do his shirt. Now it's not almost coloring time. What we're gonna do, oh, I gave it a shadow. If you guys like the shadow, you can. If you don't like it, then you don't need to do the shadow. And I also did a double layer on the outside just to give it a finished look. Doop. So I'm gonna go give him a shadow. So I'm just gonna go underneath here. I'm gonna make this shadow a little bit different. I don't necessarily, I think that one's a little wompy. So this one's gonna be a little more parallel with his chin. Okay, so now I'm gonna go around the outside and color all that in. Sharpie, Sharpie. One thing I liked about Batman is he's just a regular guy. Unfortunately, he had a bad childhood to be the way he is, but he doesn't have any special powers. He just has a lot of amazing gadgets. And the movie I saw, his parents died, and so he just never was the same again. I'm Batman. He even was in the Lego movie. Right on. Okay. Let's go in there. Let's give it his eyes. So I gave it, oh, what did I even do with my blue? It's like blue-gray eyes. That just makes it look sinister. If you want to put any yellow in there, you can. That might make it too happy. I don't know. Put some gray in there. All right, that's it for that. Oh, I guess we can do this. This is that blue. Color this in because we didn't Sharpie it. So we're gonna do this now. Well, Ben, I'm hoping that you like this Joker. Okay, let's give him his, let's go in with the gray. So we're gonna give it the shadow under the eyes to make it look sinister. Might give a little like shadows here. And I actually went all the way around the eye just to make it look more sinister. And then I went underneath the eyebrows to give it a shadow and then down along his nose a little bit. I used black here because I couldn't find gray, but I'm using gray here because that's what I really wanted. I just couldn't find it. Okay, I'm gonna shadow right under his nose. Oh, I forgot his eye over here. Don't want to forget that. Oh, he looks so evil. Gonna have nightmares tonight. And I also put gray all the way around. It just makes it look more three-dimensional. And maybe for all the stubble, I just put a little gray down here because he's not a cute clown. Around the outside here, of course, we're gonna put a shadow underneath the hair here. All right, let's put in the red because that's definitely, I put in 2 reds. So I started with the regular red, just red. It's all drippy here. Okay, color that in. And then I'm gonna go in probably in opposite direction with the deep mahogany. This is gonna give it a deeper, richer look to it. That's what I did on all the reds on here. And his nose. And around his mouth. That's what makes him look so evil. Okay, color that in. You can come in around the mouth a little darker. And maybe we'll just go in another, before we get with the mahogany color, I'm just gonna go in another direction here. Evil, evil. Okay, so his skin is actually skin color because his face is the only thing that's colored. So I'm gonna color that in. And his ears are not colored in. So we are going to make them skin color. Makes them look a little creepier. And you can come in with the tan, and we're gonna give it a shadow around the outside. get some shadows in his ear. Super job. Okay, let's come in with our mahogany, and we're just gonna give it another coat on here. Make it a little bit richer. Just try and do it softly. And I'm gonna come in and give it some shadow underneath his lip, and put like a darker in between the lips here, maybe under the nose. A little bit right here. Oh, this nice music helps you feel better. Whew. Okay, so I used two different kind of greens. This is a yellow green. I started with the yellow green. I colored the whole thing yellow green, and then I'm going to come back in to give it some darks in there. But I start with the yellow green. Good job. Now with this, go around the outside, the inside right here. Darker, go along your lines darker. We'll also do that with the dark green, but we can do it with more than one color. Okay, it's coming on this side. Push down harder. Okay, I also came in with just a regular green, and this is when I came in, put some dark streaks in there. Darker in there. Of course, we want it to be darker right under here. You guys are doing amazing. Okay, so now let's do his shirt. It is this is an aqua green, kind of like a aqua. Yep, color that shirt in there. And usually what I do when you're coming down here, so I'm gonna go like this, and if there's no end to it, I just take bits and pieces of it, and I'll come and I'll just slightly get lighter and lighter. So come down, and I'm just gonna get lighter and lighter as you come down. You kind of drift off into nothing. And then I went in with gray, did the gray spots. Let's make this darker here. And his jacket is two colors. I did the red and then the mahogany. Is it mahogany? Yep, mahogany. Okay, so first gonna go over it with red. Fading out. And you can come in here, give it some darks, but we'll probably do that with the mahogany too. Okay, go in mahogany, make it darker. And if you want to go in with it looks like I went in there with some black, made it even darker. I might just leave it like this for now on this one. Okay, and now you want to take yellow around the outside, and it's just gonna fade out, and then I'll put a touch of orange in there. But I just think this gives it the real finished look. I mean, look at this compared to this. Totally needs the yellow and a little touch of orange. Yep, it's going upside down. Ah. Okay, touch of orange just around the outside. Hope you guys enjoyed doing the Scary Joker. Go check out my other videos. If you like things like unicorns, which I guess if you're watching this, you don't. I have unicorns. Those are happy. Anyways, peace out.